Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what you need to know right now, what's coming towards you, anything for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Private readings are available down below if you'd like to book a reading with me. Let's see what's going on for you, Saggy. Show me clearly what is happening for Sagittarius. We have the Gazelle and the Dragonfly. Let's get one more. Kind of get a outcome energy. The Wolf. Okay. Swan at the bottom. So, starting off with the Gazelle, it's quite a hyperactive, hyper-aware, highly observant, paying attention to the signs, the synchronicities, but also paying more. I didn't even want to. I don't know why that came out of my mouth. Like, I don't really. Sure. You're really aware of like, oh, that's a sign. Universe said this to me, or okay, I shouldn't do that, or confirmation, or oh, this is it's a sign, it's a sign. But I was also more wanting to talk about like really observing someone's body language or their tone or their actions or their it feels like something's under a magnifying glass and you're just hyper aware of every single thing. My dog just barking all of a sudden, so it's like confirmation, like, you know how dogs, they can hear very very clearly things that we don't even pick up on. It's like you're so hypersensitive to your surroundings or to another person, and it's just like there is a level of restlessness that comes with the Gazelle. There is this over analyzing, overthinking, over preparing, even when it comes to yourself, when it comes to projects you're working on, your work that you do during your day-to-day life, your career. It's like you could be very hard on yourself, or you're just not making any room for error. You're not trying to mess something up. And if you do make a tweak, or not a tweak, but you're making tweaks and adjustments, but if you do something that isn't exact, you might regret it, or you might be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or I shouldn't have said that, or I should have done it this way. Like, you're being really hyper analytical and hyper aware, but super judgmental. So what's up with that? Now, Dragonfly, your emotions seem to have a direct influence on your lens that you're looking through. There's a situation here, it's not super clear, it's fuzzy, it's in need of clarity for sure. And you might be initiating something here with the Wolf. I'll get to that in a second. But when the Dragonfly comes out, there's a situation that is currently developing. Makes me think of film, developing film. You're a photographer or whatever. But this tells me that, clarity is to come. There's a different perspective that you'll be gaining about this situation in the near future. It kind of makes me think of Hangman. You'll be looking at this from a different understanding once you receive information or a different perspective, or maybe it's just an awareness that you reach within yourself. The moment you stop over analyzing, or the moment you stop doubting, or the moment you stop wavering or getting up in your head, it kind of unlocks this door. I'm actually seeing a drawbridge in my mind's eye. There's like, a little river and the bridge comes down. So then you're accessing a new level of awareness or new level of understanding, or how to gain the upper hand, or how to gain control of a situation. Right now you may feel powerless, or like you have no say, or you have no, like, it's out of your hands. And so with the Wolf, this is where we take matters into our own hands. We are becoming leaders, and whether we're going at this alone by ourselves, or if we are part of a group, part of a team, our pack, right? But finding our way through it, maneuvering through in a way that does require some patience and does require some structure, or maybe even time management, just becoming a little bit more neat, a little bit more organized, patient with ourselves and others. I think I already mentioned that. And this could definitely be revolving around your work or your career. Maybe there's a bit of this tension between you and someone who's in a higher position. I'm talking like someone who may be in an authoritative position, or even someone that's older than you, or it could be a boss, it could be a parent. There may be some sort of balance, power struggle. Dude, I don't know what the fuck. I feel like I can't speak in your reading because I'm getting tongue-tied or like my words. I don't know what's up with that, but maybe I'm picking up on your energy. Swan is at the bottom. There's like, first of all, Swan, when it comes to you, it's a very creative, very romantic and playful energy. This is about you and another person. There is mirroring going on. You and someone may be triggering each other even. It makes me think of, in my Work Your Light Oracle deck, there's a card that says who or what is triggering you. But I'm not going to flip through it to find it. But it makes me think of that card just at this moment. Who or what is triggering you? Because the Gazelle, you are triggered by something. There is something, whether it's like, you hear your phone go off, you hear a little ding, and so like, what is that? There's something that's like sparked your awareness or gotten your attention, but now it's like, that's the only thing you can focus on. And everything else is like static or noise or blurred out if you're focused on this one thing. Anyways, Swan, Stingray, Elephant. You have a decision to make in the near future, but I feel like Elephant, there's a blockage or there's a delay, or you're not going to rush into this choice just yet. There's the need for reflection, or there's this need for more time for things to develop. Okay. Okay. Let's get in. Oh, actually, do I want to? I guess so. I used a different Oracle deck in the reading before yours, but I wasn't drawn to it clearly. Otherwise, I would have picked up the deck, and I didn't, so maybe at the end. Okay, show me clearly what's going on for Sagittarius right now. What do my Saggies need to know? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have the Magician first card out. Noticing we have the Seven of Cups at the bottom. You have a lot of options available, but you do need to choose wisely. What is going on with my words? We have the Moon, Pisces energy, and the Ace of Swords. So here's the thing, because there's this awareness that you have, there's this intuition, there's this pull that you have. You might not see it right up in your face. It might not be so physically in your reality, but energetically speaking, it's there, or your eyes are set on something. We even see the sword as being weighed down by this rope. There's something here that you're attached to. Ace of Swords, Hermit reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. I think this is a time where you're needing to really reach out to others or collaborate with others. This may not be the time for you to be isolated or alone. I feel like Hermit reverse could actually be saying like, come out of your shell. If you've been withdrawn or if you've been keeping something to yourself, this may be the time to invite others into your space or invite others into your plans. Maybe there's something you've been working on in solo, like it quietly behind the scenes, but it's time to share that. Even with the Moon, she's like singing. So this is using your voice. This is you creating something and sharing it instead of suppressing it. You may have Pisces placements or dealing with a Pisces. What's going on for Sagittarius? The World and the Star. So far, it's like a lot of major arcana, significant time in your life, Saggy. There is something that's fizzling out. I feel like you could be going through some sort of energetic upgrade right now. There's a cleansing, there's a purification process that you're in the process. There's a purification process that you're in the middle of, a transformation, a clearing, a healing. Six of Pentacles. This is restoring balance within your relationships, within friendships, within your business partnerships and family. Two of Wands. There's a choice you have to make in the near future that will directly not only affect you, but others that are involved or others that you deal with on the regular. There's something you're trying to secure or bring in more stability, bring in more consistency. Judgment and the Page of Cups. And then I'm seeing a conversation in the near future taking place that picks things up, speeds things up. Things get moving really quickly. Judgment and the Page of Cups. There's a conversation that you could be having with somebody younger than you. And if they're not younger than you, then you might just feel like they're, at least on an emotional level, you may feel that they're a little immature, or that they got some ways to grow or evolve. It's a bit immature. Maybe this is saying that there's something that is just hanging on by a thread. Hanging on by a thread. Okay. Definitely use your discernment here with what people are saying versus their actions. Some aren't ready to come with you to this next level, right? We're seeing some of these individuals are still in their own bubble. They're not able to think outside the box for themselves, or they're in their own world. And it's like there's some conversations that don't go anywhere. Or let me just see. 8 of Wands, King of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. Okay. I mean, this looks pretty promising. So I'm wrong. Okay, I'll admit when I'm wrong. From what it looks like, 8 of Wands, there's movement, there's progression. This is a card of communication, getting your point across, and now things are moving. There's momentum, okay? There's action that we're taking. And it feels good too with the King of Cups. Emotions seem to be in alignment, seems to be balanced, seem to be truly connecting. Whatever you're communicating, whatever it is that you're expressing, it really connects with others. They really resonate, they really hear it, they feel safe, they feel seen, they feel secure. So you could actually, okay, you might be waking some people up, right? Going back to the people in the bubbles, you might actually be popping some people's bubbles, but now that they're ready for it. Or what in the past, maybe they weren't available or they wouldn't understand, but now they are. Whatever. You know where you're going. You know what you want. 8 of Wands to the 10 of Cups. You know exactly what your end goal is, what your intentions are, what your motivations are, what your dream life looks like, and nothing will get in the way of that. I feel like you're very emotionally anchored or emotionally grounded. We started off with the gazelle, gazelle and the dragonfly. We felt a little bit of a shaky, restless, fuzzy, emotions are still adjusting and kind of fluctuating here. But then the wolf, this is where we master. This is where we get grounded, especially because it's an earth element. This is where we get grounded within ourselves, and we're not allowing our emotions to control us or have that much power over us. So that's kind of where, with the moon and the magician, we're actually getting control over our consciousness, our inner world, our intuition, as well as like our spiritual side, our energetic side. Like we're now becoming aware of like the vibration that we're rising, or the vibration that we're embodying. And if you're like, oh, okay, I'm not feeling this, I gotta make a change, I gotta make an adjustment, like, okay, now you're like feeling lighter, your energy's feeling higher, you're feeling more energized, more motivated, more lighter, higher vibration. So as your vibration changes, of course, there's some things in your life that might shift out. There might be some things that shift in. That's just the process. That's just how it goes. You attract what you are, whatever you are, however you feel about yourself. It is mirrored, and you attract it like a magnet. And therefore, 6 of Pentacles, what you put out comes back around. Every single action you have has a reaction, cause and effect type shit. So anyways, I do feel like your energy has this ripple effect, seems to have this impact on others, whether you are aware of it or not. But I think you're aware of it, or you're starting to reach this new understanding of like, oh, wow, like I do actually have influence here, or I do actually have control over the way things go. Like it's not out of my hands, or something that I actually can work with or maintain or sustain. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Oh, look, we got double confirmation with the magician at the bottom, as I'm about to look into the magician. Okay. Magician for Sagittarius. Now with the magician, we got death coming out. So you want change. You're initiating change. You're creating change. You are walking change, walking, you got change in your pockets, you know. Magician, 10 of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. Okay. Here's a connection highlighted here, and it's kind of a struggle. There's someone that you're connecting to, and it seems like things have been a little bit challenging, or maybe a lot. Someone here has been struggling to change. What's at the bottom? Taking a peek. We have the 7 of Cups. That's what came out earlier, right? It was the Magician, 7 of Cups at the bottom. Now we have the 7 of Cups coming out again. So there could be some confusion, but not for long. That's not going to be carried with you much longer. 10 of Wands always talks about endings, and it's also about releasing something you're holding on to that's been creating a lot of pressure, creating a lot of resistance, and yeah, it's just not working no more. The way going about this approach isn't, what's the right word? I'm getting, well, this isn't the word I want to say, but something about this 10 of Wands, it just feels excessive. It just feels unnecessary baggage or weight, unnecessary pressure, unnecessary, like, it just doesn't have to be so heavy or complicated or so dense. Like, there's easier ways, there's simpler ways. We can refine this. We can make things a little bit better. So Death to Magician, you want change. You want change in this circumstance. You want change in this relationship. You want change in this environment. That is doable, okay? Magician to the 10 of Wands. What are we holding on to that is slowing us down, or things that are outdated that need to be gone? What's expired here? There's something here in our life or in our mind or in our heart or within a dynamic here. Something's expired, and it's not stopping this manifestation from coming to fruition. It's going to happen. It is slowing you down. It is creating that resistance. So it's more challenging. It's not impossible, it's just more challenging. So what is expired that needs to be cleared or removed or ignored or, like, you know? Okay, then Magician to the 2 of Cups. You have the ability to manifest your dream partnership, dream relationship. If you are dealing with someone already, you have the ability to bring this connection a lot closer and function in a way that benefits the both of you, where it's not just like going uphill, or it feels 2 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. There could be someone that's carrying a lot more weight in the relationship than the other. There's like an imbalance in effort, or yeah, someone's carrying all the weight. The other one is just like flying by, easy peasy, without a worry. And this one person's carrying all the baggage, all the pressure, all the responsibility. And that's not fair. So that's something that is changing here. Big time. Big ol' time. Hope this is all making sense. It's a lot. Like, this seems to be intense stuff, y'all. Okay. Tell me about the moon. Talking about the moon for Sagittarius, we have the Page of Pentacles, Judgment, and the 8 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling from this, well, if it's not serving you, keep walking. Here we got this Pentacle person presenting themselves to you. You may have an offer coming in. This could be a job opportunity. This could be an opportunity to collaborate with someone. This could be a friend wanting to meet up. This could be an apology. Judgment next to it saying, hey, use your discernment if this is something that you're truly interested and invested in, or if this is just something that is going to add to the weight that you're already carrying, which, you know, you should probably make some space. But okay, say you clear this, you have all the space, now you're empty-handed, starting fresh. Now it's an Ace of Wands, this Pentacle comes in. Is this something that's adding value to your life? Is this something that is going to just take you back to this 10 of Wands? Use your discernment, right? When Judgment comes out here, Judgment and the Moon. Trust your soul. Listen to your soul. What's your soul saying about this? Does your soul sing and dance and feel, woohoo, this is amazing, I feel lighthearted? Or is it more of like, oh, pressure, doom and gloom, like, oh, this fucking stinks? You know, so you like use your discernment. Just because there's an opportunity coming up here doesn't mean that you have to accept it or say yes to every single thing that comes your way. You don't have to. Have your limits, have your boundaries. You know exactly what the fuck you want, what you're trying to create, what you're trying to bring change into. You know what that vision is, right? We had that, didn't we have that Ace of Swords earlier at the bottom? So anyways, where it says, hey, just because you're getting this offer doesn't mean you have to accept it or settle for the first thing that comes on in. Especially we did see the Seven of Cups come out twice for the Magician, right? You have all these possibilities. You don't just have to say yes to the one thing that is showing up, the first thing that comes your way. You don't have to say yes to it all. So be selective. And if it doesn't fit, keep walking. Judgment and Eight of Cups. If it's not in alignment, keep walking. And it'll be clear to you. We have the moon coming out twice. We have a full moon in Scorpio on the 1st of May. Some of you may be getting some sort of clarity around then, hopefully sooner. But, you know, timelines and all that, you might find this reading months from now. But if something is saying this isn't where you should settle or stop, or, you know, this is not where you want to build your foundation or build the home, listen to that instinct. Keep it moving. Which then ties us to the next card, which is the World, which tells us, like, yeah, you know, there is something in your life that's fizzling out. There is a door that's closing. There's also a door that's opening, but there's the need for you to protect your energy and nourish what's important. At the World, it's a level of like graduating. You may literally be graduating from some sort of program or getting a degree, certificate. You've passed something here, some sort of examination. At the World for Sagittarius, we have the Knight of Pentacles, 4 Pentacles that fell out on the 10 of Wands. I'm going to keep that there. The 6 of Cups that fell out on the 6 of Pentacles. I'll keep that there. Anything else about the World? We have the 10 of Cups. Okay. Well, you know, I see this as happy ending. It's going to work out great. There might be, look, 5 of Wands. There might be some struggles to get there, but you're still going to get there regardless. Everything's always working out for you. So starting off with the Knight of Pentacles to the World tells me that this has been an ongoing closing out for a while. This has been taking its time. This isn't anything that just suddenly changes overnight. I feel like this has been a process for at least a couple months. And it's subtle. It's slowly fading away. Something slowly transitioning. It's a slow change. It's a slow change. Now, part of the reason why this is slow is because 4 of Pentacles, you've been holding back from this. Maybe you've been resisting this change, right? 4 of Pentacles to the World. You're clinging on to the old or to what's familiar, what feels comfortable. There's some party that says, no, I'm not ready or not yet, right? The 4 of Pentacles fell out on the 10 of Wands. And we asked, well, what's expired? What are you holding on to that maybe you're needing to clear or release or loosen the grip on? Because you're clinging on for dear life. Why? Why are you holding yourself back from this? So anyways, 4 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, it's been like a slow process if you slowly like loosening the grip or not clinging on the need to control everything. 6 of Cups with the World. This is bringing up the past. This is bringing up childhood. This is bringing up somebody that you have history with. There's memories being brought up. The good times, right? The good times. It fell out on the 6 of Pentacles. So you might actually be reuniting with somebody or picking things up where you left off, and it just comes natural, and it's like you've hidden it off, like no time has passed. Although, I mean, we do have that 5 of Wands, but I'll talk about that in a second. But the World and the 6 of Cups could be saying a cycle that has been repeating over and over and over again is finally complete. This is the last time you'll be doing this, or the last time that you find yourself in this position. This is clearing up unfinished business as well. Yeah, okay. 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. I would say that this is connecting with someone that you have fond memories with, and I almost felt like a little dizziness for a second there. That's weird. Okay, maybe it's like blast down memory lane, but anyways, all that came out for the World. 5 of Wands, 3 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles. There's some struggles, there's some obstacles, but I'm seeing here you can overcome this and, celebrating your wins, whether this is within a relationship, partnership, friendship, there's ups and downs, but putting in the effort, as long as it's mutual. You maybe feel like whoever you're surrounded yourself with, there's like competitiveness or comparison. Maybe this is someone's insecurities being brought out. But just don't get distracted from what truly makes you happy, right? We have the 10 of Cups as well come up with the World. So some of you, like I said, there's the energy of moving. There's some of you that are selling your house or you're buying a house. You could be changing like who lives with you, some significant changes in your home with your family, right? There could be some shifts taking place in your family. Someone close to you might be moving, or, I'm seeing that there could be some significant transition that's like very personal. And maybe you're sharing this news with those close to you. Maybe you kept it on the down low, kept it a secret, and now you're finally ready to like tell people about this news. Let's see the Six of Pentacles. This is balance, harmony. This is sharing and mutual effort. It's very lighthearted. It's very playful. So we have a couple cards. Queen of Pentacles, Justice, and the Four of Cups. This is now where it's like, let your friends help you. Especially if you're unsure, unclear with where to go or what the next step looks like in your life. And you're like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Should I follow this dream of mine? Should I not? Six of Pentacles and Justice tells me these are relationships where there's this easy flow. It's balanced. It's reciprocal. There's mutual effort and respect. This is loyalty. Maybe there's some friends that you're starting a business with, or you're thinking, I'm getting energy of like travel as well for some reason. Something that's fair though. I'm even getting like split. If you're buying something, you're going on a trip, you're like splitting it even or splitting the cost. Or there's something like, okay, this time I pay, next time you pay. Like, I don't know, I'm seeing like very fair and square and equal and like receptive here. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Again, there's more of this nurturing element, the supportive, grounded, trusting, healing, uplifting, feels good. You both feed off each other's energy. It's nourishing, replenishing. I mean, I'm repeating myself. So, but it's good. Like, this is good energy you want to have around. This is good energy you want to keep around. And maybe you weren't expecting that with this Four of Cups. Maybe you weren't expecting things to go so smoothly, or it's a bit of a surprise for you. Why is that? Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Maybe you felt underlooked, or you probably just need a change of scenery or change of mind or change of heart, or just needed to come out of your shell. Didn't we have Hermit earlier? Or am I mixing it up with a different reading? I might be mixing it up. Okay. Anyway, Two of Wands, Star, and the Page of Wands. It just seems like the path that you've chosen. Didn't we see a 2 earlier? Or choices? You chose a path that led to more happiness, more like contentment. You're truly in alignment. You feel fulfilled. You feel at peace. You feel that like this is where I belong. Yeah, you feel secure. Four of Swords. Okay, that's nice. Like, feels like this direction you're moving towards, it really speaks to your soul. All right, and Judgment. Why we got Judgment over here? Four of Swords, Seven of Cups, and then Knight of Wands. There's something here that you're reflecting on. This is something that you're resolving with some... Oh, did y'all see? I think, oh, it might have just been dust that went by. I was gonna be like, oh, is that an orb? No, I think it's just fucking dust. Four of Swords and the Judgment feels like there's this level of surrender and acceptance and just letting things be as they are. Even if you don't have full clarity or full answers or this full fact or of like knowingness, there seems to be this acceptance and just be like, okay, I'll get answers when I need it. If I don't have answers right now, there's a reason for it. There's a reason why Spirit hasn't shown me XYZ. There seems like there's some things you need to sleep on, or you gotta let it marinate. If you're unsure, if you got options you have to choose from and you're really just stuck and you don't know what to do, sleep on it or give it more time to just develop, because you need to narrow down your options or get clear with what is it that Sagittarius wants. Seven of Cups to the Knight of Wands. Otherwise, it just kind of like action with no intention behind it, and it becomes meaningless or purposeless or just wasted effort, wasted energy. So you're going to want to be intentional here. Otherwise, it just feels like it's spread out. You're spreading yourself too thin. Judgment, Four of Swords. Seven of Cups. Some of the answers that you seek, you'll be getting confirmation or clues through like your dreams or through meditation. I'm getting like you have the answer already within, or you already know deep down. You already know deep down. Seven of Cups to the Knight of Wands. You know what to do, or you like there's something that speaks loudly to you that you need to honor. You need to listen to that instinct, even if it doesn't make sense, or even if you're trying to like make it like logically make sense. Sometimes the Knight of Wands, he just has that instinct to just go for it, even if it seems out of reach or far-fetched. He's just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to just try anyways. And it leads to a lot of success. So if you're getting that intuitive nudge, listen to it. King of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. And if you need to leave or walk away from some sort of drama in your life, you better do that as well. Okay. Protect your peace. Five of Swords, Ten of Swords. This is someone who wants the last word, trying to get a reaction or trying to get an emotional reaction from you. Dude, I don't know. This reading feels a little scattered. Feels a little scattered. Just my POV. But to you, you might be like, no, it all makes sense. So I keep going. We have the Page of Cups, the last card out. My throat feels so dry right now. But I'm gonna just finish this reading. I don't want to make you wait by me drinking my water, so I have like a couple minutes left. Tell me about this Page of Cups. Tower and the Knight of Swords. Oh, okay. And the Sun. Well, there's that clarity. You're like, you know, Four of Swords, Seven of Cups. You're like, okay, I don't need to have all the answers. It's fine. I got my intuition. I already have a strong knowing or a strong idea of X, Y, Z. Like, all right, okay, I'm being pulled down this direction. I'm gonna take this action. I'm gonna do this, and then suddenly it's like you got some sort of news coming in. First of all, like a lot of movement, a lot of action, a lot of progression. Okay, but there's something that's swooping on in and trying to either stop you from either falling off the edge or trying to change your mind even. There's something coming in that's a little unexpected, a little bit of a surprise, or it seems like your actions could be surprising somebody else, or that someone didn't expect you to move on so quickly, or they expected you to care a bit more or to be affected more by the situation. Someone feels like they don't have power or control over you anymore. Anyways, this is like a shift that's taking place, and it seems like it's out of your hands or it's out of your control. There's not a whole lot you can do about it, or there's not much you can change here. And if it's what someone is saying or expressing to you, you definitely can't stop them from telling you how they feel, unless you block them or whatever. Like, I don't know. But it seems like whatever that's being expressed to you, because Page of Cups is a card of expression, emotional expression. It's like emotional outburst. It seems like very revealing of someone's character. We have Leo and Scorpio energy over here. But this brings full clarity. This brings something into light that was once hidden or in the dark, or a situation that you were fuzzy about. Or this goes back to the situation you were overanalyzing here with the gazelle and dragonfly. And like emotions were kind of like fluctuating. Therefore, the lens you're looking for is kind of like in and out focus. Kind of like my camera lately. But then like, you know, Wolf, you just kind of got things back into control. You at least got yourself back in order and got focused. And I don't know what this reading's about. I'm just, okay, but like clarity to come, and the Sun always brings in happiness and optimism and joy. So that might be also a surprise, like a surprising twist in a situation that you were expecting XYZ, and it turned around in your favor in a way that you weren't really expecting, but you're pleased by it, and you're like, okay, you know what, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's good. I'm glad to hear it, or I'm glad to talk this out, or because we even have the Nine of Cups at the bottom, which is like wish fulfillment, right? This is with the Page of Cups, Nine of Cups, Page of Cups. So it's like something goes better than you expected. Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So you and someone seem to be a match. You and somebody seem to be matching each other's energy, matching each other's frequency, seem to be on the same page. So it's like someone maybe kind of like changing overnight. That's a little, I would be wary of that, especially because we're clarifying a page and then we had a Knight of Swords. So because pages don't, especially knights, pages and knights don't change overnight. So I'm just like, even when I have a Ten of Swords underneath that. So it's like, if this is something that's just temporary. See, and I'm not trying to like confuse you as the viewer. Ten of Swords, Five of Swords. Someone, I don't know, someone might just resort back to their old ways. They might show that they've changed or evolved or grown, and it's like matches up with like your desire. But if it's not sustainable, then it will come crashing down quite fast. It's like a mask somebody could be wearing, or someone pretending to be without actually putting the effort into it. So therefore, it's not very long lasting because it's not sustainable. But that's not up for you to fix or control or maintain, like, you know? What the fuck? I don't know, Saggy. Let me know if this makes sense for you. I feel like this reading was just like, who knows? But you know, if it's for you, it's for you. And if it ain't, that's okay. That is totally all good. Let me know how it resonates. Private readings are available down below. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later, Saggy. Take care.